and welcome back to another video. My name's Arcus and today we'll be drawing for Fanart Friday Uraraka Ochako from My Hero Academia. So I knew I wanted to do another Fanart Friday and I wanted to do someone from My Hero Academia because this is a show that I only recently started watching, like 2 or 3 months ago, and I know there's only three seasons, but it's taken me a while to get through because I watch like one episode a night if I do. But don't get me wrong, I really love this show, and one of the reasons I really love it is because oftentimes with shows that like are shonen, which it means like they're young for young boys, kind of, where you know they have a character who's super confident and just believes that he can do it and he'll achieve his goal, and he does do it because he believes in himself and his friends and all that. The main character is usually really developed and awesome, and then the side characters are really not. And I really like My Hero Academia for actually developing the side characters and doing a pretty good job about it too. And there's more things I like about it, but that's just one of the things that I do appreciate that it does. And unfortunately, when it comes to drawing fan art, then I can't choose a character. It was really rough trying to figure out who my favorite is, because I don't think I have a favorite. It just depends on the episode or where I'm at or how I'm feeling, which one I like. But in the end, I decided to go with Uraraka for a couple of reasons. One being that I really like the shape of her boots. If you see there in the reference to the left, they are just absolutely adorable. And I wanted to capture the roundness to make them feel very like soft and big. So when it came to sketching her, I knew I wanted to really pay attention to the shapes of her boots, the shape of okay, so her hero suit is kind of on her body, so the shape of her body was a big thing that I was trying to pay attention for. But unfortunately, so it's not so apparent in the reference that we have over there because it's from the anime, but in the manga itself, like in the printed book version of My Hero Academia, Uraraka has a bit of a like thicker body. She does not have the normal like anime girl proportions, and I really appreciate that, and I really wanted to capture that. But first of all, I do have a type of body that I tend to draw more than any other type of body, and it's hard to not automatically draw that type of body, especially when I wasn't using references or haven't drawn more from life to be more aware of how other body types look. And also, I wanted this pose to be really dynamic, like she's jumping through the sky, because her power, or quirk is what it's called in the show, is she touches things and makes them, increases or decreases their gravity, and so she can make herself fly because she decreases the gravitational pull on her. And so I wanted to have her jumping through the sky, and I wanted this pose to be like really dynamic, and so I felt like I was losing a bit of the body shape that she has because I was stretching and flattening parts of the body and then making things smaller or bigger, kind of just depending on where I was kind of taking artistic liberty to make it look more dynamic and more stretched than in actuality it would be. So this is something that I have to continue to work on, because I do really like the end product here, but unfortunately it was a bit of a struggle, and I feel like this was more of a one-time thing and it wasn't very intentional. Speaking of it being intentional, so I actually drew this drawing first traditionally using Posca pens, because I recently bought some Posca pens, and if you don't know what Posca pens are, they are paint-filled markers, so they have like acrylic paint in them, and so they each come in one color, and it's a little harder to blend them, so I bought a pack of I think it's like 9 markers or something like that, and so you have a very like limited colors, so it's really great for making drawings that have like limited color palettes, or where you're being really creative with the colors that you're using. And unfortunately that drawing didn't really like turn out as great as I would have liked. I think the biggest issue was that I bought Posca pens. They have different nib sizes, and I bought Posca pens that have the broad tip nib. Sorry. And unfortunately, I kind of like to draw more detailed drawings. Like, my art style is not really that's good with simple drawings, and so when I was trying to draw, like, it was pretty much this exact drawing, just worse. It didn't turn out that great because it was too detailed for the thicker nibs, and I wasn't happy with the end product. I mean, I've been trying with Posca pens for some time, and I keep not making things that I'm super happy with. I don't think they're a medium that is good for the kind of drawings that I like to draw, and the kind of things, the level of details I like to put in my drawing. So I decided to attempt this again digitally, as you see here, and using the same like limited color, sort of like where it's very bold and there's not a whole lot of shading going on, and just create the same effect of the Posca pens, just digitally. And I have to say, pretty much the entire time I was doing this, I felt like I had no idea what was going on, just not a single idea. I felt like, you know, the sketching was fine. The sketching, I mean, I really like sketching more than anything else, but beyond that, when I was filling in these colors and I was figuring out the layers and all that, I had like no idea. And the entire time I was going through this drawing, I was thinking it's gonna look terrible. I was very zoomed in the entire time, just trying to make it all work, and at the very end I pull back and I'm like remove the sketch layer, and suddenly it's just like, it looks so good. I don't know how it happened. I feel like it was just one big giant mistake, and I don't know if I can replicate it again, but I am so proud of the end product. It ended up looking so nice. And I don't know if this happens often to you. I feel like I haven't done enough digital art to know if it's gonna happen often with me, but it was just such a pleasant surprise to, after spending the entire, like, I don't know, 3-4 hours working on this drawing, thinking, oh my god, this is gonna look terrible, I don't know what I'm doing, to just suddenly it looking fantastic was really amazing. And I feel like I should try to figure out exactly what worked so that I can do it again. Because I don't want this to be a one-time thing when I am so happy with the results. Another thing I wanted to mention was kind of to apologize for previous videos. I am using a screen recording software called OBS, and it's free and it's really great, and a lot of people use it. Like, I heard of other YouTube artists using it, so that's why I also decided to use it. And I messed around with the settings like the first time I recorded my screen a bit, and tried to make it in such a way where you don't see the bottom of my desktop screen, like where my desktop has Windows 10, so it's like where the time is and where you see what programs are open. I just wanted to remove that because I felt like that was take away from the drawing itself. But I didn't realize that in doing that, I actually made the screen recording like an awkward size, not the 16:9 ratio that YouTube videos are. And my other videos, it have this black border at the bottom because it was just not recording there, and I didn't realize that until right before recording this drawing. I don't know how that passed my knowledge, because I'm editing these videos, I'm rewatching them, I don't know how it happened. So I attempted to fix it for this video, but as to keep that like 16:9 ratio, I couldn't just cut off like the ends, and so I had to kind of zoom in. And so on the right hand side of the screen, you don't really see the layer panels on Paint Tool Sai. So I kind of wanted to ask your opinion if that's something you would like to see. Like, do you care to see, you know, the color wheel on the left hand or the layers on the right? Is that something that's important to you when you watch these types of videos? Because if it is, like, I'll find a way to work around it. If it's not, like, if you want to see just the drawing area, like how I did in my previous video, the managing time video, where you just, I was still using Paint Tool Sai, but I made the screen in such a way where you would only see the area where I was drawing. If you prefer that for all sorts of speed paints, just let me know so I can figure out exactly how to proceed from here. But I'm just really sorry that that was the case. I'm trying constantly to make my videos the best quality that they can be and improve them, and I want to make better videos coming into 2019, and that was just unacceptable to find out that it was happening, and it will be better from here on out, I promise. So I just like to know what your thoughts on it are, what you think, and I also want to say thank you for sticking with me even when there were such big problems with my videos. So hopefully this one's better. Like, you like this better. Just let me know in the comments. And so yeah, now we're reaching. I added a bit of shading, just using again the same colors that were found already in other parts of the drawing. I added a red, even though that wasn't initially in the palette, just because I needed a darker pink, kind of like in that family. I added those blushies, which I thought was really, really cute. And then, like, suddenly, like, I made the background blue, and everything was amazing. I'm really proud of this drawing. I think it looks like a poster, and I think it'd be cool. Yeah, here's me just admiring it, because I couldn't believe my eyes. I'd like to make more posters like this. Because it's a cool style. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!